It's Monday again. So I've missed you guys and I know you've missed me equally. So I want to greet you specially. I greet you specially after a whole long while sabbatical. I'll call it sabbatical because it's still what it is. After like how many weeks? Like I think 3 weeks, I guess. During the course of our event and then after our event, I understand it's quite a long time. So now we are back. I can assure you we are back. Okay, what do we have today? What am I going to speak about today? It has been a roller coaster of event all this while, uh, having to deal with a whole lot of things. It's not easy, especially this current Nigeria, a current economy, current everywhere. It's not really easy for everyone. So this daily motivation is what is really needed for each and every one of us, and that's why I'm here. That's why I'm here with you. That's why I want to keep on doing this every blessed week, so that we got to still be on course, got to still channel our goals properly, focus on achieving what we want to achieve in life. So today, I'm going to speak on something that is relatable to you, something I know probably I'm going to be talking to someone and talking to myself, obviously. Someone might desperately be in need of this. So, what am I going to talk about? It is do not be like your shit. Do not be like your shit. That's what I want to talk about today. And going forward, I thought of something because I've written a whole lot of motivational book. I've written novels. I've written a lot of books, manuscripts, and all this while I've never brought it to online. So I guess this is an opportunity for me to as well promote them and as well utilize them equally. There are more coming, but this right now, I think we need to exhaust the one on ground now. And what is it? This is Success Gallery. Success Gallery, written by me last 2 years. So most of what I'm going to be sharing with you coming up is going to most of them will be rooted on this book to make it more easier for us. Like the name goes, Success Gallery, a compilation of success philosophies by Uchenna Obizoba Henry. So let's get to chase. Okay, I'm going to start today on chapter 5 because it relates to what the topic is about. Right mindedness. You are what you think. Never ever give up. You can say it. You are what you think. Never ever give up. Now, some of you may not know that I'm a poet. Yes, I am. The current economy has made me to forget some of my talents. Okay, now let's read the introduction, which has to do with poem. At a time, I felt so lonely. The time was 9. Neither did it give a counsel. I was broke to my knees. As I grow in pains and trials, I tread on elusive path because I had no tact. It seemed ghost apparel with the wonders of emptiness, yet no one gave a counsel. I was totally locked in a vault, but only a thing gave hope to keep my mind abreast in peace, dancing with rights and harps, moving my mind right anywhere. This is my poem. So you can see the poem is structured to this topic we have today. Do not be like your shit. And I went on to state some 10 of the most successful people to look upon. I'm not going to talk about all of them, but I'm going to share some of them. Like Jim Carrey. Jim Carrey used to be homeless. Let's look at his story. A brief, just all of them are all briefed. Jim Carrey revealed to James Lipton on inside the actor studio that when he was 15, he had to drop out of school to support his family. His father was an unemployed musician, and as the family went from lower middle class to poor, they eventually had to start living in a van. Can you imagine? Like they went from lower middle class to poverty. Like like it's a story like grace to grass. They were not even grace, but it's almost like grace. I think they can afford a square meal, but this one they couldn't afford it anymore. Jim Carrey didn't let this stop him from achieving his dream of becoming a comedian. He went from having his dad drive him to comedy clubs in Toronto to starring in mega blockbusters and being known as one of the best comic actors of an era. You can see parenting matters a lot. Parenting matters a lot. You parents should do more in motivating their kids, Like I always share to people, a whole lot of things I may not agree with my father. A lot of things my dad did not do right to me. But one thing that I always be proud of is that he is the one that made me to be a motivational speaker today. Funny enough, he actually wanted me to be a medical student or a doctor today. Why then he was buying me a whole lot of books on motivation. There's one I can never forget by John Maxwell, How to Think and Grow Rich, and a whole lot of books. So he was busy buying them. Like I think he bought like five of it then. And he made sure that he bought Bible for me too. So I was always meditating on those books. I was always keeping myself company with those books that it became part of me while growing up. He never knew what he was doing. Had it been probably he started buying me medical books or books that can make me get interested in medicine, maybe buy me. There's one I read then, but it was not my father that bought it about there's this medical doctor that the first medical doctor that divided conjoined twins. I forgotten that the name of that doctor is a very popular surgeon, worldwide known. Probably I'm going to remember it. I'll drop it on the comment section. So you can see how I had to be. He bought such kind of books. You may have changed my mindset and maybe probably grew up loving to be a medical doctor. But unfortunately, he made sure about his mindset. He bought all those motivational books for me, and today I am now a motivational speaker, and I've written books and still writing more. Okay, so that is same story with Jim Carrey. You can see his father was taking him to comedy clubs, just going to unwind, trying to be happy, and probably then it was affordable. So, and being poor is about mindset. So it's good. His father did not say, okay, because we are poor, so we cannot go and have fun, we cannot go out, and try to be happy. He kept on struggling and trying to provide means for his family and still finding out time to still trying to make them happy. Okay, and that instinct become part of Jim Carrey. It instilled in him that motivation and the likeness of that art, that comic art. And today he's one of the most celebrated comedians of all time. So that is the story. So we talk about Oprah Winfrey. Oprah Winfrey gave birth at age 14 and lost her child. She's one of the most successful and richest people in the world today, but Winfrey didn't always have it so easy. She grew up in Milwaukee, USA, and was repeatedly molested by her cousin, uncle, and family friend. She eventually ran away from home and at age 14 gave birth to a baby boy who died shortly after. But Winfrey's tragic past didn't stop her from becoming the force she is today. She excelled as an honor student in high school and won an oratory contest which secured her full scholarship to college. Now, the entrepreneur and personality has the admiration of millions and a net worth of $2.9 billion. That was as of the time I wrote this book. So you can see her story. She did not say, okay, because I have all this trauma, I have all this experience, therefore I have to be like my shit. Remember, that's our topic. So, next one, let's talk about this last final one. Jay Z. Jay Z couldn't get signed to any record labels. No one can stop Jay Z. He came from a rough Brooklyn neighbor, neighborhood and had big dreams to make it big as a rapper. Unfortunately, the rest of the world didn't agree with him at first. Not one record label would sign him. Yet, that didn't stop him from creating his own music powerhouse. His label would eventually turn into the insanely lucrative Rockefeller Records. Here's proof of a Jay-Z is on top. As at 2013, Forbes had estimated his net worth at $500 million, and Time ranked him at one of their 2013 most influential people in the world. By 2022, he had joined the Billionaires Club, plus he's married to Beyonce. You can see how his story completely changed. It's just about time, it's about your mindset, it's about how you carry yourself. Okay? So, whatever shit you are going through, you don't need to be like that shit. Okay? Of course, we all know that shit doesn't look good. We all know that shit doesn't smell good. So do not be like it. But it's normal, you have to shit. Yeah. It's part of life. It is biological. You got to shit, man. Okay? So but don't be like that. Okay? There is one thing says they say in Igbo, in our days, they say that onye nyosensi buru n'ọnụ. Okay, it goes like this, like when you defecate, you don't need to you have to clean it up. You don't take it and be going around. Okay, so people will know that yes, he knows how to shit. It doesn't work that way. Okay, so you got to always clean your shit. Don't be like it. So and in this book, Success Gallery, I shared some different quotes, which some of them were introduced by people we know, people we don't know. Some are personal, some are from collected from different books. Like I say, it's a compilation of success philosophies. Okay, so I shared some of my experiences equally, and with some. Okay, let's fast forward. Okay, number one of this, a young entrepreneur will learn the power of perseverance and patience from Adenuga. Okay, okay, I part of the story, part of people who I talked about, I even forgot to talk about Adenuga and some of our own people here. So they are all in this book. Fear is a coward. Face him, he will run. By Ben Williams, an Australian soccer referee. Next one, success oriented people determine the specific goals they want to achieve, and then they dedicate themselves to reaching them with unwavering singleness of purpose and the trenchant zeal of a crusader. Anthony D'Souza. Now, I want to go straight to the one that has to do with what the topic we shared today, or we're sharing. Okay, think big. You are going to be thinking anywhere, so think big. By Donald Trump. You know, think big. You are going to be thinking anywhere. Our thoughts always goes round and round. It's a roller coaster. You can't stop thinking. What it does it mean that when they say someone is depressed, depression comes about the thought pattern. The thought pattern is definitely negative. It's always in the line of the problem the person is facing, or the trauma the person is facing, or whatever shit the person is facing. That's what comes about depression. So if you're going to, change your thought process to the positive aspects of life, you can say there are going to be nothing like depression, because you're going to be thinking like Donald Trump said, whether you like it or not, you got to be thinking. So instead of having the choice of thinking what your problem is, why not think what your problem is not? Or thinking of out of the problem, thinking something that will take you out of the problem instead. It's not going to be easy. There are some things like you are human beings. We all know that. Okay? So, but you got to always motivate yourself. That's a sense of motivation. That's a sense of trying to change some narrative. If everything is all right, there's no need for change. Yes. So you got to, try to change your thinking. Think better. Okay, someone say, okay, do not see hardship or poverty, see opportunity to become rich. By Peter Odemenam. He's a pastor and a businessman. Do not see hardship or poverty, see opportunity to become rich. Yes. So the other ones, okay. Every youth is a bundle of possibilities that needs early encouragement, direction, and inspiration. Yes, this one by a Reverend Father, Juba Taba. Okay, now this is my own. If you don't get inspiration from anyone, give it yourself. By Uche Nobizoba. If you don't get inspiration from anyone around you, give it to yourself. You don't wait until you get motivated before you motivate yourself. Okay? You can equally go on YouTube, and there are a whole lot of motivational speakers like me there, bigger ones, and books. There are books you can read. Success Gallery is one of them. So get a copy, so and get yourself always motivated. Okay, this is another one I also said. Sometimes defeats and delays are a tactical God's plan designed to lift you up to a desired destination. Wow. Okay. Sometimes defeats and delays are a tactical God's plan designed to lift you up to a desired destination. I don't know how many of you believe this, but I guess this is true. So you got to know that God's hands is in everything. So you just have to leave yourself to God's plan and think aright. Okay. Let me see if there's another. Okay. Learn to laugh at yourself, and you will always be amused. This just remind me this morning. I just woke up and started laughing. I started laughing. You know, you just laugh. Laugh at yourself. Learn to laugh at yourself, and you will always be amused. When they say that someone is going to laugh at you, when you first of all have laughed at yourself, after laughing at yourself, you don't care about whoever is going to laugh at you. That's true. Whatever somebody you were maybe you were expecting people to scold you, if you have scolded yourself, anybody coming to scold you is I know, yes. That's how you're going to take the whole attitude. So that's it. That's it. Okay. What again? Again. Okay. Do you have anyone that I said? Okay. That you fail does not mean you are a failure. It means you have not succeeded yet. You can see by Robert Scholar, you've not succeeded yet. So that's what it means. That doesn't mean you're a failure. Okay. Life is still going on. Okay. Life goes on. So okay, this one is by me. Okay, I'm looking for one side said, okay. Right approach to life is to be amused about everything life gives. Okay, the same thing someone talked about, laughing at yourself first. And that is the right approach of life. Okay, you just have to be amused about everything life gives you. Okay, and nothing lasts forever. Okay, problem does not last. Okay. Okay, this one again. We are constantly approached by what we believe in. Oh, okay. That's by me, Uchendobi Zoba. We are constantly approached by what we believe in. That's thought pattern. Your thought pattern becomes reality. That's what he's talking about. With time, it's going to be shaping your, universe will be in tandem with whatever is in your thoughts. So you can see the success gallery. I think that's our food for thought every week going forward until I'm sure we have exhausted everything there. Then I'll write again. So I'm telling you today, don't be like a shit. Okay, always have this positive mindset. Okay, wherever you are passing through, whatever problem it is. Okay, once there is hope and you are alive, it has to see itself out. Okay, it will surely see itself out. Just give it time. Think positive, keep believing. Okay, keep believing. There's always an opportunity out there to get out of that shit. Okay, wherever it is, just be positive about it. Okay, and it shall be well. So meanwhile, as you are trying to you know not being like your shit, remember 24 karati is the wine of Odogus. When you take a bottle and begin to sip it, you feel like the real 24 karati, like the Odogu that you really are. Thank you very much. As we see next week again, God bless you.